as we start this video, I want you to think of the following. I'm going to make this bigger here, see if I can. That a dollar is greater than a dime, which is greater than a penny, which is greater than a tenth of a penny. All right. Now that's something that we've talked about before. Okay, dollar. You've done money before. That a dollar is greater than a dime is greater than a and a penny is greater than a tenth of the penny. Now, if we put this into that mathematical part, then we're talking about a whole number is greater than a tenth of a number, which is greater than a hundredth, which is greater than a thousandth, which is greater than a thousandth. Now, this is a relationship that we should work on, okay? Dollar, dime, penny, tenth of a penny, whole, tenth, hundredth, thousandth, and they're going to go decreasing. So let's look at a few more examples here. All right, I need my pen here. So if I give you 17 and 9, which is greater? Well, there's no decimal points here, so we should know that 17 is greater than 9. Now, what happens, however, when we put a decimal point? 0.17 and 0.9. Well, ladies and gentlemen, when we're comparing decimals, we can do one of several things. We can first look at, well, would you change it to dollars or change? Would you rather have 90 cents or 17 cents? Or we can look at the first numbers. And when looking at decimals, we look at the first number. And whichever is greater, 9 or 1, well, 9 is greater. So 17 hundredths, or 0.17, is less than 0.9. Let's look at another one then. Okay, 73 compared to 138. Now, hopefully this one is fairly simple to you. 138, 78, we have 3 digits versus 2 digits. 3 digits is greater, so 100 is bigger than 10. So 73 is less than 138. But now when we add decimal points, 0.73 greater than, less than, or equal to 0.138. Well, which is greater? Well, we need to look at the number immediately to the right of the decimal point. 7, 3, which is greater? Is 7 greater or is 1 greater? Okay, well, hopefully you recognize that 7 is greater. And if you want to look at it the other way, would you rather have 73 cents or 13 cents, 13.8 cents? Well, I'd rather have 73 cents. I could almost buy a soda. Almost. Now, one more example here. 456. Is that greater than, less than, or equal to 8? Well, no decimal points, so we know that this is a ones column, ones, tens, hundreds, so we know that 456 is greater than 8, correct? I hope we know that. Now, let's add decimal points. We have 0.456, or 456 thousandths, greater than, equal to 0.8 or 8 tenths. Now, first thing we do, we can think, would I rather have 80 cents? Because I can fill in that 0 right here if I want, and say 80 cents or 45.6 cents. Or we can look at the first number. The first number to the right of the decimal point is 8. First number to the right of the decimal point is 4. Which is greater? Well, 8 is greater than 4, so 8 tenths. So 456 thousandths up here is less than 8 tenths. All right, I'm just going to give you a rapid fire. I'm going to give you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 problems. Why don't you finish the problems, and then when you're done, I'll pause. I'll write the problems. Then you do the problems, and see how you did. Here you go, ladies and gentlemen. Here are your problems. I want you to tell me, is it greater than, less than, or equal to? Pause the video and we'll copy the problems. Pause the video, copy the problems, and then solve them, and then start the video when you're done and see how you did. Hopefully, ladies and gentlemen, you have solved these problems to the best of your ability. Let's check and see how you did. Now we have 6 hundredths versus compared to 6 tenths. 6 hundredths is less than 6 tenths. All right, you have 6 tenths and 6. Oh, this is thousandths. I apologize. This is 6 hundredths. 6 tenths is greater than 6 hundredths. You have 6 tenths and you have 60 hundredths, and again 600 tenths is greater than 60 hundredths. You have 6 tenths, 60 hundredths, and 600 thousandths. Well, those are all the same. Those are equal. And then finally we have 6 hundredths and you have 60 thousandths. And if you look, you should see that they are equal. So you have answers are less than, greater than, equal, equal, equal. All right. It looks like if you got those correct, you should probably be ready for video number 4.